once you settle in your hotel room, it is important to set actual areas, because if you do that, it would keep you more organized, especially if you travel with a bigger company like your family, 4 people. So let me show you how we kind of organize our room. This is the closet. I still keep everything in the plastic bags so my kids can identify it by color. So you can see the yellow and you could see the blue here. Now, what I do is I ask the hotel to give me plastic bags to keep my dirty laundry. I do write the names on every single plastic, and then if I sit and at the end of the journey, I sit and use the same Ziploc bags that I came with to put the clothing back into those Ziploc bags. And then every kid and every parent, every person can have their own laundry done separately, and it's really easy to put back. So that's kind of my tip on laundry and keeping clothing together. Now in the bathroom, I usually make 2 areas. One is medicines and cosmetics. Those are my 2 cosmetic bags with the medicine boxes. And then the everyday items I put on a second area with my makeup bags. And you could see that we have color coordinated, so every person gets a different toothbrush color. Just like every person gets a pair of flip-flops a different color. Usually I find them color coordinated. This time I didn't. But everybody remembers, for example, my son has a green toothbrush and then he gets a pair of green flip-flops. My other son gets blue flip-flops with blue toothbrush. And that translates also and adds to the color coordinated plastic bags. I take and put a color code on every bag so everybody knows what color they are. So for example, this is yellow, and then so that would mean my son Jeffrey. This is the green, that would mean my husband. I always travel with hand carry-on bags. So this is the carry-on bags here. These are my clothes. I put them separately because usually hotels do not have shelving, and I try to avoid the drawers. They're not that clean and they're not that useful because they're small and things get caught into the drawers, and things can fall back behind the drawers. So I try to stay away from the drawers. The next thing over is usually a hotel has a desk, and I usually keep my electronics. So I keep it clear, and then my electronic things are on the desk recharging right now, as you see. Modern hotels have desks that have outlets coming right out of them. So when you're in a hotel, make sure that you check the actual tables. A lot of tables or desks nowadays have those outlets. The next thing over, a little area, you want to set a little area for food. I put food items. I do not put the food items or the bottles next to the electronics. That is a deadly mix. You really don't want to do that. If a water bottle spills all over your electronics, you're done for. Then you will need to sit and either call the company or buy a new electronic. So those are my tips for getting organized in a room once you're in the room. One of the last things that you need to basically remember is go to the nearest drugstore or a supermarket. Get yourself a water bottle, because hotels do tend to charge quite a bit when it comes to water. And if you want to sit and drink water at your heart's content and not pay an arm and a leg for it, you want to sit and get a 24-pack or an 18-pack, whatever you can, and then have your kids drink and not restrict them with water. Of course, your second option is to sit and call room service. They do have a flat charge and they can bring pitchers of cold water. That's a possibility, especially when it comes to the first night. If you're in town and you arrive late and you are not going to go to the store, you can always call up room service. You will pay a surcharge, but hey, that's the least that you can do. So that are basically that is my tips for the room and how to organize in the room, because this is a very comfortable way to sit and start off to a great vacation. This is Autistic Globetrotting in Chicago in the Swiss Hotel.